peace and love. My name is Zakisha Brown. I am a hip-hop artist from Toronto, Canada. Big up Toronto.
It's easy to get swallowed by a bad day. It's easy to be almost annihilated by a poor month. And it's easy sometimes to almost disappear.
What you know about the quitting, the starting, the stopping, commitment, the vision, believing in yourself with no one listening, all the doubts, the fears, the happiness, the tears, the work behind the scenes, the years, the prep and the waiting, the test of your patience, the 10,000 hours of focus, dedication, distractions in your facing, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok generation, has a nation's concentration, faking, dismaying, debating in the comments like you know man. Threatening me like you know where I am, where I stand. Cyber thugs love to hide behind the screen, it's a sham. Doing privacy and cause chaos, that's their plan. Steal your energy and then move on to the next man. That ain't gonna work with me, you vampires. I'm advanced, I don't dance with devils. I'll leave that to the caveman. A few years from now, you gon' be like, yo, hey fam. When you walking in your purpose, just keep walking with a purpose. I know you wanna quit, just keep walking in your purpose. Just keep walking with a purpose. What you know about this shit? When you walking in your purpose, just keep walking with a purpose. I know you wanna quit. Just keep walking in your purpose. Just keep walking in your purpose. What you know about walking in your purpose, even when you're hella nervous. Being the bigger person, even when they don't deserve it. Feeling hella worthless when you're not doing enough. The feeling of being addicted to doing too much. The high, the rush of being in a rush. The proving yourself to those who don't give up. Being crushed by your crush and questioning what's love. The internal battles, the fears of being judged. The internal battle, the battle with self-love. Looking in the mirror and telling you you're enough. Not believing it cause other people tell you it's a bluff. Questioning the God that they say is up above. But believing that God energy isn't all of us. Not a heathen, but because you don't believe in you are good. Many reasons you be deceiving that life is more than us. Many planets and galaxies we would like to form above. Like some fantasy, there's more to life than what they telling us. But that's what they telling us. Hush, hush, you saying too much. Hush, what? I ain't saying enough, there's a shift. When you walking in your purpose, just keep walking with a purpose. I know you wanna quit. Just keep walking in your purpose. Just keep walking with a purpose. What you know about this shit? When you walking in your purpose, just keep walking with a purpose. I know you wanna quit. Just keep walking in your purpose. Just keep walking with a purpose. The power of nutrition, queen of foods, book sacred women. Detoxing your system with some herbs in the kitchen. Sea moss in the mixing, fasting and healing. Ancient tradition, living and giving. Admitting when you wrong, admitting when you ignorant. The root of your addiction, the power of forgiveness. Is who you know the difference between critics and constructive criticism. Listen, trust your intuition and keep living up your mission. The answers are from within. Take a moment quiet to be silent to just listen. Take a moment quiet to be silent to just listen. Just listen.
If you have a list of my purpose in your life, it pulls you toward you. But if you want something to pull you through all kinds of challenges, all kinds of difficulties, and things that come at you, you gotta have something on out there. Beyond today, beyond next week, beyond next month, beyond this year.
Just listen. Just listen. What you know about being a black woman in the system, the critics. Imagine being judged by your pigment, the ignorance. Think about it, really think about it, it hits different. Every time we shine our light, they try to dim it. Either we're too loud or too proud, admit it. But I don't give a damn, I'ma blur your whole vision. Shine my light so bright, they don't know what hit them. We only got this one life, no time to be timid. No time to be timid. We only got this one life, no time to be timid. So keep walking in your purpose. Just keep walking with a purpose. And if you're at home, wherever you are watching this, can I get a Alright, thank you, big up DJ. The DJ wasn't here, I don't know, I would just get silence in return. But we adapted to the new ways of living during COVID-19. So give thanks to everyone here who's taken the time to watch this. This is for hip-hop. I love hip-hop culture. And a part of me honestly felt a form of healing through writing and expression. and connecting with a lot of people around the world. So speaking of international connection, I had the opportunity to go to the motherland, y'all. Big up Africa, big up the motherland, specifically West Africa. I went to Ghana, okay? And I'm the first of my family, up until the generation that I can remember, all the way down my lineage, to go to the motherland. I am the first, and that was revolutionary. It changed my life, it changed my heart. And honestly, the negative connotation and perception that people have in the motherland needs to be dispelled. It's a myth, right? It's beautiful. It's the origin of humanity. So we need to honor it and give thanks to my ancestors who allowed me to be here today. So this next song is called Went to Ghana. Oh man, honestly, when I came back, I felt so recharged. The food, you guys are gonna hear me talk about the food, like fufu and something called kelewele, which is like plantain-looking thing with some beans, and yam fries, which is like wedges-looking thing. So it's such a journey, and I'm glad to be able to express that with y'all through my song, Went to Ghana. Once again, it's your girl Zakisha Brown. You can follow me on Instagram at Zakisha. Luckily, I'm only Zakisha. All right, big up my DJ Louis. I am ready when you are. This is Went to Ghana. Big up the Kente cloth. Yeah. Ghana. I'm so cool, I was Africa. Back in school, they were laughing at us. Now it's cool to be black as well. Now it's cool to be from Africa, huh? Went to Ghana, now I'm Africa. Went to Ghana, now I'm Africa, huh? It's so cool to be from Africa. It's so cool to be from Africa, huh? I'm so cool, I was Africa. Back in school, they were laughing at us. Tell the truth, it was cruel. Now it's too cool to be black as well. Now it's cool to be from Africa. Now it's cool to be from Africa. Went to Ghana, now I'm Africa. Went to Ghana, now I'm Africa. Met the coolest people stopping up. Ate the sweet fruits of Mashita. Had some wild fruit, ate some food with some good stew belly butts. Kelewele, ate some red bread with some jollof I love. Plantain, eat me cool, so much good food, man, ain't too much. Yam chips too added up. Man, don't be mad at us. I took a plane from Canada. I can't complain, I landed, bruh. Soon as I landed, they handed up. All of that hate ain't added up. I took my words, just backed it up. It's always been cool to be black as fuck. Went to God and now I'm acting up. Went to God and now I'm acting up. Went to God and now I'm acting up. It's so cool to be from Africa. It's so cool to be from Africa. It's so cool to be from Africa, huh? Went to God and now I'm acting up. Strongest backs, they manage enough. Too cool, they balance food with no hands. This ain't a bluff. Next strong, they very tough. Made me just level up. It's always been cool to be black as fuck. Always been cool to be black as fuck. Went to God and now I'm acting up. The women intelligent. Beautiful, fit, and hella thick, yeah. Dripped in melanin, sun kissed is evident, yeah. The men, no gentlemen, so fine, so eloquent. Melanin dipped in elegance. Ghana so heaven sent, hope of medicine, hope of black excellence. Gained independence by Ghana's first president. Kwame Nkrumah represents freedom with no hesitance. Justice and no settling. Let them just settle in. All of the riches from Africa. Met the coolest kids in Africa, boy. All of the wealthy from Africa. Buy some land and sell all of your toys. Managed to get out of Canada. Create a business by yourself, boy. Your money was just like it's algebra. This is the truth, man. This ain't a bluff. Strong as backs, they manage it up. Too cool, they balance food with no hands. This ain't a bluff. Next strong, they very tough. Made me just level up. It's always been cool to be black as fuck. Always been cool to be black as fuck. Went to God and I was acting up. Went to God and I was acting up. Went to God and I was acting up. It's so cool to be from Africa. It's so cool to be from Africa. It's so cool to be from Africa, huh? Went to God and I was acting up. Shout out to Ghana, Accra, the whole of the motherland. It's time to take back what is naturally ours. Give thanks. Love. Went to Ghana. You can find Went to Ghana on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify. That song has skyrocketed my career for 2020. I released that song March 29th, and from there, pure blessings. So shout out once again to Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, the first Ghanaian president. Do some research, and let's naturally continue to thrive. So this next song here is actually called Own. So I want to know, do any of y'all have Bitcoin? Y'all know about cryptocurrency, Ethereum, Ripple, all these cryptos? I used to be obsessed 2 years ago. I called myself a crypto fanatic. I had an event called Crypt-TO, as in crypto for Toronto and TO, right? And I wanted to educate people on financial freedom because I had a question, like, why don't they teach us certain financial tools that we need in school? Things that we need every day that we use in our day-to-day lives, right? So I came up with this song as a question to the government, to the world, to the school system. And this song is called Own. I really do believe that we need to own our land and own the neighborhoods. Sorry, DJ Louis, I am ready.
When you look at the physical plane, you can understand that it isn't designed for people to be rich. If we divided all the wealth up in the world among all of the people, okay, in fact, everybody would be millionaires. But the system is so designed that a few people have the wealth, and the rest of the people do not have the wealth. And because it is designed like that, and because it's come down from thousands and thousands of years, the common man has to put in a certain amount of transcendent energy to pull himself or herself out of a system that isn't designed to assist you.
Financial freedom, my biggest hope. Own. Forget living rich and dying broke. Own. Real estate own. Cryptos own. Stocks own. It occurs to me, money is just energy. That's why they call it currency. Currency, we work for currency. Let's see how we can work for we. Yeah, own some land, invest in property. Understand how money works properly. Instead of crying over a man making a mockery, how about we profit out the profits of our property and help with poverty? But no one ever taught me how to use money properly, so I spent my profits all in shopping sprees and scratch tickets waiting for a lottery. Honestly, it really bothers me. Why don't we study economics and sustaining this economy? Instead of geometry, I'm not a prophet, I'm a queen with integrity. Trying to be free financially before wedding rings. So I can pass the keys to my seeds and inherit everything. Intergenerational wealth is the remedy. Intergenerational wealth, not welfare. Intergenerational wealth, well that's fair. You can't take the money to your grave, so leave it for your heir. Leave a legacy to share. Other cultures do it, now it's time for you to care. Tomorrow isn't promised, be financially prepared. Don't die over neighborhoods that your mama ran in. Buy the neighborhoods, own the neighborhoods. Buy the neighborhoods, own the neighborhoods. Why don't they teach us financial tools in schools? I don't know, do they take us for fools? They want consumers to consume and follow their rules. See, I can measure with a ruler, but don't know how to rule financially. I guess it's up to families to teach us the tools. But Africans are stripped from our roots. They stolen our loot, hidden our truth. No it's time to recruit, time to recruit, no time for excuse. Consumers don't shame on me, the blame's on you. Don't gain fame to claim street names not owned by you. Instead, investment, change, make moves. Black Wall Street Part 2. I'm done being built on consuming from human that don't respect my human. Done nothing to you, man, especially you the blue man. Killing off our black man, watching us like true man. Don't die over neighborhoods that your mama ran in. Buy the neighborhoods, own the neighborhoods. Buy the neighborhoods, own the neighborhoods. Financial freedom, my biggest hope. Own. Forget living rich and dying broke. No own. Real estate own. Cryptos own. Stocks own. I wish I invested in Bitcoin when it was 10 cents. If I had $100, I would have made over 100 million. Guess how I'm feeling? Real bad. You want to know what's more important than crying over a man? Credit. Financial freedom, my biggest hope. Forget living rich and dying broke. You know, I feel we have these negative ideologies for money. We say things like filthy rich and money is the root of all evil. Money is just energy. Let's change our mind and own.
If you concentrate on money, you get money. But of course the societies and the way we teach our children disengages them from money. It disengages them from having wealth because we teach our kids, hey, it's not okay to be wealthy. You know, the meek will inherit the earth. The God force doesn't want you to be wealthy. It just wants you to be this little thing and being totally poor and being totally thankful for the little itty-bitty that you got, you know. The world that we live in is just owned by a few people. You know, let's say 500, 1,000 families own the entire world, okay? And they also own the governments, they own the societies, they own the banking systems, they own all the financial institutions. The way that the system is designed is that if you work really, really hard, it will spit out just enough cash to keep you just above what I call the revolution level. Where my way is, you can become
the man in the beginning and the end. His name is Stuart Wilde. And he talks about us changing and shifting our paradigm to how we view money and looking at it as more of an energy system. And the more we can accumulate that money, the more we can help the world as well. So this next song here, oh man, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. This captured all the energy I felt about what is happening in so-called Screwface capital, Toronto. Screwface City, they say, which is Toronto. I don't believe that. I don't adapt to these titles. I like to change the narrative and just create the reality I want to believe, right? So this is more of a song that talks about the energy that we give others, right? Is it natural? Is there jealousy behind it? Are you a friend of me? Are you a friend? Like asking yourself those questions. So this song is called Momentum. And I really believe that despite how open, loving, and truthful you may be, people can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. I know my energy, it never dies, yeah? It multiplies, yeah? They say the limit is up in the sky, yeah? What I may lie, I say the limit is your state of mind. I take my blessings and divide the pie. That's how my blessings will keep manifesting, and that's how my blessings will stay multiplied, yeah? Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel the momentum. Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel the momentum. Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel the momentum. Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel it. I am no regular entity, tired of friend of me, sending me negative energy. Are you a friend or an enemy? Pick your identity, you cannot be in between. I need the people with empathy, people with dreams, people who say what they mean. I don't need jealousy, there's enough food on the table for you to be able to eat. I build a legacies, and if you don't like me, then let me be. Just sit back and watch, complain while I aim for the top like Kennedy. I'm well connected like centipedes. You need to be your own MVP. No need to envy me, find your identity, be the Hawaii of everything. I know my energy, it never dies, yeah? It multiplies, yeah? They say the limit is up in the sky, yeah? Well, that may lie. I say the limit is your state of mind. I take my blessings and divide the pie. That's how my blessings will keep manifesting, and that's how my blessings will stay multiplied, yeah? Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel the momentum. Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel the momentum. Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel the momentum. Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel it. Evil eye on the fact, so you can just move to the side. I will not match your energy, I will just raise my vibe. You cannot kill my high, you will not dim my light. You will not stop my shine, no, I am divine. My angel just sent me a message, 11:11. I know that I am protected, this is the year of collecting all of my blessings. I know that I manifested, I learned from all of my exes. I make sure I get the message. These are the signs from the heavens, 11:11. I know my energy, it never dies, yeah? It multiplies, yeah? They say the limit is up in the sky, yeah? Well, then they lie. I say the limit is your state of mind. I take my blessings and divide the pie. That's how my blessings will keep manifesting, and that's how my blessings will stay multiplied, yeah? Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel the momentum. Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel the momentum. Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel the momentum. Feel the momentum, I know you feel it, you feel it. Evil lie don't affect me, so you could just move to the side. I will not match that energy, I will just raise my vibe. That was half of my set. This next song is actually talking about a writer's block. I feel like as artists, as writers, as rappers, as singers, we all go through this thing called writer's block. But I posed the question to it. I said, what happens when a writer blocks their own writer's block, right? And this song here, Writer's Block, will be available on all streaming platforms. Look out for my album called The Shift, available in spring of 2021. DJ. And big up DJ Louis once again. And shout out Isaiah Rashad. This is Shot You Down, instrumental. Big up hip hop. What happens when a writer blocks their own writer's block? Bricks in your mind, but you don't stop, just write a lot. Might take some time, but sometimes time is all we got. Just flip lines and write ground, don't flip flop like a weak shoe. It might take some weeks too, even months or years if it has to. But you know your ass is really past it. Past the fact your past really has you. Stuck on you like tattoos, don't quit, that's taboo. It's just a penny for my thoughts. Now you can put that on my taboo. Just go on and on like bad news. And bad news always coming at you with fast too. You gotta guard your mental, don't let demons outlap you. They'll trap you, try to clog your temple with fast food, attack you, but that's not the ish we'll adapt to. Make the right moves, cause now is the time to. You did your own life, but you got the right to. Shift your paradigm, there's so much more in this life. Shift your paradigm, there's so much more you can write to. Shift your paradigm, there's so much more in this life. So I decided to decide on my mission. Can't get out of life alive, might as well live then. Might as well shine my light up in this prison. Cause one day we're all gonna die and that's a given. So ask if you're really living. No glasses, got clearer vision. I'm looking at the mirror different. I set aside my inner criticism. This life can be a mental prison in this prison system. If you let it, program your mind or your mind will be conditioned. To decide, not to decide is still a decision. So choose a side where you decide to keep on living and giving. For every man and women and children, we only healing. We weren't born just to survive, I know you feel it. Soul suicide is on the rise, you're missing realness. It's soul suicide to deny your light inside. The most high that resides deep in your spirit. A guide to guide you on the right path, I know you feel it. It comes to you the clearest when you feel it, feeling fearless. Just use your third eye, dearest. This year is more than lyrics. You're talking to your immortal spirit. I know you're tired. It's chaos in the skies. We're all in disguise. And guys listen, ladies, and ladies listen, guys. But we gotta look alive, or we're finished. This life here will push you to your limits and mess you up. Just change positions. Don't care what others think of me. I'm just glad you're thinking. There's one thing that everyone has is an opinion. No point in dimming and shrinking my light because of criticism. The energy you choose to bring to life is what you get. It's your decision. I choose to carry on tradition and follow no religion, and that's my choice. Don't tell me how to use my voice and think my thoughts. I choose to think outside because there is no box. Weak rappers weaker than flip-flops. They're in it for the quick walk. We need to make this ish stop for the love of hip-hop. You sign that dotted line, they'll take your money faster than pickpocks. It's no biggie when I say above all that I pickpock. I'm just asking when the ish stops. Cause life is your creation, and the time is now for spiritual elevation. Once again, that was writer's block. And these questions that I posed to myself, for example, we can't get out of life alive, we might as well live, right? Life gets hard. Women in disguise, men in disguise, we're all in disguise. Life is changing, ever changing, and sometimes we feel like we can't adapt, but all we have is life. And one of my favorite quotes I like to say is, the greatest use of life is to spend it on something that will outlast it, leaving a legacy, leaving your mark. What's the mark you want to leave before you go? All right, so I think we're going to turn it up a little bit and have some fun with it. So this next song is actually called Gemini Spirit. So big up all the Geminis out there. Big up the Libras, because that's what I am. Libra gang, October 6th, my birthday actually just passed. And big up all the zodiac signs out there except Scorpio. I'm joking. I love y'all. I really love y'all. And this song came from an inspiration of understanding that naturally we all have hypocritical tendencies, right? So don't get at me for something you literally did last week. At least come with an empathetic tone and understanding tone. For example, if you smoke a cigarette, you can't be looking at someone with a screw face the next week just because you quit last month. Don't forget that you used to smoke as well, right? And we all have that tendency to have Gemini spirit within us. But I love you, Gemini, don't worry. All right, DJ, ready? You know, we shouldn't be in a hurry to condemn someone for what he or she may not know. You see, there was a time you didn't know what you know today. True story. I used to get at everybody for doing what I did to everybody. Ain't that some? We all got the Gemini spirit. I used to get at everybody for doing what I did to everybody. Ain't that some? We all got the Gemini spirit. Just wanna eat the food. Don't wanna do the dishes. Want the presents. Don't believe in Christmas. Wanna be vegan. Can't put down the chicken. Wanna be heard. Don't wanna listen. Listen, we gotta fight this addiction before it's too late. You want the truth with a side of Kool-Aid. Coated, sugar coated, sugar coated, sugar coated, sugar coated. You're trying to get at me, judging me for the same thing you did last week. You better take a backseat or find your own drive. Take a taxi. Do as I say, not as I do. That's a hypocrite, man, shame on. Who know what kind of everybody for doing what I did to everybody. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? We all got the Gemini Spirit. I used to get at everybody for doing what I did to everybody. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? We all got the Gemini Spirit. I used to get at everybody for doing what I did to everybody. Ain't that something? I used to get at everybody for doing what I did to everybody. Ain't that something? I used to get at everybody for doing what I did to everybody. Ain't that some shit? We all got the Gemini Spirit. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Hope y'all feeling that. Shout out to jazz, shout out to funk, shout out to hip hop. If it wasn't for jazz or funk and none of that, hip hop wouldn't even exist. Shout out to New York, shout out to the Bronx. Big up KRS-One, one of the originators of hip hop. Shout out to Africa Bambaataa. Big up the predecessors that came before us, our ancestors, all of that. Always gotta give thanks to pave the way for our future. I am excited. I've had so much fun with y'all. As y'all should know, because I've said it multiple times, my name is Zakisha Brown. Instagram, ZAKISHA. You can also find me on Twitter at Zakisha Brown. Brown like how we spell it, BROWN. And as well as my website, ZakishaBrown.com. Once again, look out for my album coming out in 2021. Like, I want to put Toronto even more on the map. I'm excited for this. And lyricism, hip-hop, flow, energy, we keeping that forever. Boom bap will never die, all right? Boom bap will never die. I don't want to leave y'all. But this is looking like my last song of the night. So this song is called, this song is actually called More Complaints. So More Complaints actually came from a place of realizing that I used to love to complain, and I would think that that would solve my problems, you know? So anytime I feel like something's wrong, I complain about it, but that doesn't solve nothing. I used to complain about the music that's on the radio, but I'm like, where's my music? Where's my album? Where's my project? Who am I to say anything, right? So let me provide what I want. Be the change you want to see, right? So I really adapted that and manifested that, and this is More Complaints. Rest in peace to Jay Dilla. And when I point it out, feel free to say more complaints, all right? I used to solve my problems. I used to solve my problems with more complaints. I used to solve my problems. I used to solve my problems with more complaints. Looked around, ain't shit changed up and down, so the same looked again, ain't shit changed. I used to solve my problems. I used to solve my problems with more complaints. But shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass. Boy, shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass. That's what Kendrick said. I had no aim, but wanted a milli like Lil Wayne. But little me didn't know diddly about discipline. Distracted by every itsy bitsy little thing that popped up in my brain, like how far is a plane ride from Italy and Spain, and how Columbus came, but never ever discovered anything, and how to stay sane in this rap game, this rap race to fame, the race between the stream and the main. The mainstream is playing games. I used to love to complain, listen to the radio like not this ish a game. But what did I gain? Nothing. I told myself to stop fussing, either gon' keep rapping or keep bluffing. So what then? So this hip hop game some proper loving. Get the energy from above and start strutting. I used to solve my problems. I used to solve my problems with more complaints. I used to solve my problems. I used to solve my problems with more complaints. Looked around, ain't shit changed up and down, still the same. Looked again, ain't shit changed. I used to solve my problems. I used to solve my problems with more complaints. Live you make it, and that will make you live in it. You're done with all the chillin', finna to be winning, making millions for my children before I'm 6 feet deep, and while I'm still kicking, leaving legacies is what I'm spitting. If you ain't with it, or trying to start a business, I'm so sorry we can't kick it. Trying to start drama, make me live it. I ain't with it, I'll walk away and hear some crickets. I'ma take a rap and just flip it, make a business off my lyrics, like that'll be so wicked. Like look at that sick kid, living off her dreams like she meant it. She really did it. It took some time, but she was with it. I gotta be shooting for the stars like astronomy. sell my soul is my philosophy. Be so bold, took this hip-hop game of full autonomy. No apologies, I gotta go, there ain't no stopping me. And by the way, black people were here before Socrates. I used to solve my problems. I used to solve my problems. With more complaints. I used to solve my problems. I used to solve my problems. With more complaints. Looked around, ancient change up and down, still the same. Looked again, ancient change. I used to solve my problems. I used to solve my problems. With more complaints. But shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass. Boy, shit don't change until you get up and wash your ass. That's what Kendrick saying. More complaints, more complaints, more complaints. I wanna hear y'all sing with me, alright? Sing it with me. More complaints, more complaints, more complaints. 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 I used to solve my problems. I used to solve my problems with more complaints. Thank y'all very, very, very much, man. Once again, shout out to Jay Dilla. That's an instrumental called She Said. Always gotta represent and pay homage. So I want y'all to give me some energy wherever you are at home, alright? Because this has been an amazing, amazing night. I needed this personally. This has been such a tough and intense year, of course, for the world, but specifically October has been jam-packed with back-to-back madness happening in my life. So I've just been using hip-hop as a tool and a way of healing, right? It's been recharging me. I used to cry to my own lyrics. It used to motivate me. Everything I'm saying to y'all, I say to myself too. This is not me just preaching at y'all or talking to y'all. I'm talking to myself too, you know? So this is one of my favorite poems I'm gonna leave off with. This is called Our Deepest Fear. Our deepest fear. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. You playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we, as you, as we are all liberated from our fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Peace and love. Big up Canada Music Incubator. Big up CMI for this amazing opportunity to be able to share my light, share my word with all of y'all, wherever you are around the world. Just remember to thank your hearts, your lungs, your liver, your kidney, your organs, detox, shed love, boost the immune system, live and walk in your purpose. Zakisha Brown, signing out. Hip hop, peace.
We got the food and the rhythm and the sun.